We're going.
I've got an extra mic charge in here, just as a heads up.
Okay.
If you say
Hopefully,
I'll come and do it anyway.
hopefully we shouldn't need it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What is happening? Oh no, I'm good here. Whoa. I look like Itachi.
Itachi.
You wouldn't know who that is,
I don't, but it sounds cool.
But the eye bags.
Oh, Itachi.
He's got like. How does he do that?
Itachi.
My eyes are too open. They need to be like more here and more here.
More here.
I can't do it. But alrighty. Welcome. I guess we started in just, what is today? Today's Thursday, so a week and some change.
Taxes are done.
Yeah, everybody clicked off the stream right away. In a week and some change, I'm going to be in Snyder, Texas. You see this Towel Park Disc Golf Course Spring Fling Tournament. The TD, his name's Jeff Barrett, is flying me out there to do free clinics the day before this tournament. So this tournament is on the 22nd. 23rd. Hold on. I think this was messed up. Oh, no, this is correct. I'm there the 22nd. The tournament is on Sunday the 23rd. You show up, you pay. It's $1,000 mystery ace hole, which he said is not a mystery. It's on hole 4. This guy's just throwing money at this tournament, man. It's going to be a real good time. Look at everything he's got. Raffle, giveaway. Free tournaments or free clinics on the Saturday before, on the 22nd. Right, this is no strings attached. This isn't like you have to sign up for the tournament, and then when you sign up, you get to sign up for a clinic. It's like you could literally just show up on the 22nd, go to the clinics, and ghost the tournament. I would highly recommend you not do that because it's going to be a great tournament. It's going to be a really fun time. But if you're anywhere near Snyder, Texas, and you want to spend a weekend, 2 weekends from now, yes, Herschel's going to be there. Come on down. I think it's worth driving out. He's pumped a bunch of value into this tournament. I mean, it's insane. And look, all the proceeds are going to Scurry County Youth Center, right? This guy's just looking to grow the sport and doing the right things, I think. So, see you there. And if you're not in Texas, but you know someone in Texas, you need to tell them about this. I hope that we get a nice, big tournament. This is a little bit east of Dallas-Fort Worth area, so show up. All right. Oh, who's online? I'm playing in a spring fling this weekend in New Hampshire. Yep, not that one. Zoop. Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to put this in the west. It's like 4 hours away from Dallas Fort Worth. West. Never eat sour wheats. Yeah, you're right. West. That's what I meant. You need a what?
Put Discord in so that you can type stuff.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Also, we need to share the stream to Discord.
Right, which is super easy, I'm guessing. I wonder if we could just easily do that right here.
I'm sure you could go to this little arrow next to in stream.
Where it says share video link. I'm guessing.
That's it. You got
right
it.
There. And then OT. We go Form Reviewz.
Put it in the general chat.
I just paste that bad boy. And then here, type away, good sir. Or I'll type. Here. You do your thing, and I'll just type away.
Okay. 4 hours away. That's not very far. Seems far, but for a tournament like this, it's not very far. Plus, look, on the 23rd, if you start at 1 o'clock and you register at 12, you don't even have to get up that early to get there. Now, the clinics will be a bit earlier. Oh, at some point, we'll put more info out on our Instagram about all the clinics and how those are run, etc. And then we'll put something on YouTube too. So yeah. Form Review checking.
You're the man. I knew it.
Now.
So good. Just so good.
All right. Doing yours first. Here we go. Need to be over this way. Gonna sneeze. Those were satisfying sneezes. Here he is. He's made it. Quackenbush.
Oh, Senor Quack.
Quackenbush. Hey, that's looking pretty decent. Looking pretty decent. Lefties, man. Let's just get this right.
Let's just all agree. Lefties aren't even real.
They just decided very early in life.
Do lefties really exist? Probably not. Simon's a lefty? Question mark.
It is. You heard it here first. No more forehands for Simon. It's all lefty.
It's actually really weird watching him.
I know.
Lefty.
It is. Breaks my brain a little bit.
Yeah. He's got such good form.
His arm looks so big right there, Simon's. It's like full forearm. Good morning. Sip, sip. So I've been scrolling through this and just looking at kind of the lack of space that you have here. Oh, it cuts off a little bit of that side of the screen. Yeah, first thing I might work on is a little more space in the pocket. How much room Simon has here. A lot of it is disc orientation, I think here. If you have your disc up like this, right, if you try to slide your elbow forward here with the disc dangling like that versus sliding it here, you naturally take away a bit of space. Look how much closer it is to my body there than here. Right, so you're seeing a lot of guys nowadays with this kind of orientation of the disc here, where you can see from your perspective a little bit of the bottom of the disc versus the stamp. Because when you come into the pocket, you end up losing some space here. You want the disc to be as tight to your body as possible in one sense, but also you need to be able to not be collapsed like this, because there's no swing from here. There's no having the disc go deeper into the pocket from here, right? Here it's deep in the pocket, but then what are you going to do? You're going to end up pronating out, right? So it doesn't actually want to go any further into the pocket that way. So orient your disc a little bit down like this, so your palm should be a little bit down, palm should be a little bit down, and then the palm can flip up a little bit. So reverse your order, basically. Right now you've got the palm a little bit up, palm a little bit up, and then you're going to hit. Another frame. So you want to go palm down, disc a little bit down. This allows the disc to be tight to the body, but still lots of space for the elbow. And then you start rolling the nose down and getting into that kind of poured the coffee finishing position by rolling the back of the disc up, rolling the nose down, either way you want to think about it. Here, lots of space. There. It'll probably help your nose angle too. Let me know if you have questions, but I'd spend time working on that. It's funny, Mikey's working on the same thing right now. Yeah, the other thing is you want your hand to be on the back side of the disc through here. Right, watch where Simon's hand's at. Right, which is harder to do the way that you're doing it. Right, so you want your hand like this, not like this as you come through. Hand mostly on the back of this. It doesn't have to be all the way back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. David, I see you typing in Discord, so I know you're here, and I saw you earlier. Feel free to roast. All right. Let's crack. Snapple. Get ready to roast. I'm a dad. I get a pass. Ah. Yeah, so look at how far back you get here. See how far back your hips are? And then watch what happens as you take this last step. Now your hips are opening up during this last stride. So let me just recalibrate kind of the mindset here. So it's better for you, instead of trying to turn back early like this, to stay side on and don't show the camera your back until after this X step. Now we show our back to the camera. And then what's going to happen, versus what you're doing now, which is you're kind of here, you're back, and so now you're going back and then open. So you've got this swing open happening during the last step. I'm exaggerating, but this is what you're doing. Swing open, right? And so you're swinging this way and your arms swing against it this way. Instead, what you'd like to do, stay side on here, and then turn your back to the target, and then wait for this foot to hit. And once you get all your weight on this front foot, slide all of it. This all is going to slide forward in the pocket. Don't think so much about spinning open this way. So think less about this and think more about this. So if I was doing like an old hyzer form, and I say old, it's not old, it's just a different style. If I was doing a hyzer form, it would be much more forward swing. You can see this with hyzer throwers where it's much more this way instead of that way, right? So, which can be confusing because we have the coil that we need to have happen. It needs to happen here, so you've got to turn your shoulders back, right? And sometimes we do that straight arm to get that coil, but from here, once that foot hits, it's forward, and everything swings forward. So first, try working on just try with the right leg and try to throw here without opening everything up, right? So just try here, swing, boom, and then throw this way over here without opening everything up. That means without turning everything forward, right? And then eventually try to stay kind of this way with your body and try to have your focus out this direction. We're not going to get a full coil that way, etc., but we will stop swinging open. No, he's got some shoes on. They're like off-white something or another, but they're on. Right, so again, try to stay a little more side on, and then after you get coiled here, everything slides forward. Instead of after you get coiled, everything spins open. Yes, try to stay close to the hip. Look at Philo here. Right, not a whole lot of. Here's the coil. This foot hits, and then watch. Boom, side on through the hit here. So yes, one leg drill is good for that practice as well. If you let the elbow slide forward, if you get the elbow high in the beginning and you let the elbow slide forward, it won't drop. But it's also you standing up a bit. Say you're bent over here. Oh, where did it go? Oh, I had the wrong scroller on there. Bent over, and then you stand up. And so your disc comes really high. And your elbow is going to work to pull it down. All right, so this is the same conversation here. You're here. You stand up. And so the disc went from here, right? So in order to have a lower release, your arm's going to pull down because it went here and pull down. If you can maintain your bend here, maintain the elbow away, coil, and then when you stop and it slides forward, it's not going to want to swing up, right? But don't stand up out of the shot. Stay over the shot here and have the elbow slide forward. Just been drinking water and microplastics. Okay. Atticus. Atticus, Baker's man. Throw me a disc as far as you can. Oop. So we got two things going on here. One, general lack of balance. And two, upright. Okay. So let's put it into two categories. Balance and then coil. What am I looking for? Looking for this. Okay, so first off, balance. Do everything from a balanced position, so you should be able to prove balance every step of the way here. You're going to need to be more forward, more tilted, more bent at the waist, more towards your toes. You're very flat-footed. If you're on your heels and you're standing up out of your shot at the end of it. So, it's two lefties, the first like three people. So bend over at the waist, get your weight towards your toes, right? So 3-step walk up here. I guess I can go left. So we go left, cross, and now we need a coil here. We need to get our back showing to the target. Big coil here. Sorry, the camera's a little offset. Let me try it again. Book, book, here. Now I'm going to show you my left shoulder blade. There. Right, big coil. So I'd work on getting turned further back during this last step. Just learning. Sliding the foot like this isn't bad. Getting deeper and deeper into it. And then you, boom, let the weight, the pressure transfer over to your left foot, and then you can throw. Balanced. This is balanced. This is unbalanced. Here. Cross step. This is balanced. This is unbalanced. Towards the toes. Now coil. Turn that back towards the target as you step. Morning. If you are here and I have your form review, which I'm assuming Max Plagger is Max P, let me know. Uh-oh, Max, it's a vertical video. They don't take kindly to vertical videos around these parts. I can almost get it to where I hide your mistake. Yeah. Did you do the step swing drill? You'll have to remind me. This is tough, and this just takes a while for that. Yeah, still more work to be had there. You can see that you start swinging here. And so you swing and plant together. So that drill doesn't change. Yeah. Oh, we all feel that. We all can shadow swing like pros. And then we put a disc in our hand, and it's like, whoa, did I even practice? So I was just telling somebody about this the other day, like the amount of practice that it takes to get from not having a form piece to having it when you actually throw a disc is an incredible amount of work. So I've got the privilege of knowing in small part. I don't even get to see all of it, but the amount of work that Holland does during the, like, when she's working on these form pieces is just insane. So, and it's her job. So if you don't have a job, or if disc golf is not your job, if getting good at disc golf is not your job, because I got a disc golf job, but it's not getting good at disc golf. So I've got to be patient with form changes too. But it's tough. I I do a lot of hyzer angle with my hand and not hinging the hips. Is that an issue? Hyzer angle with your hand. Hyzer angle with your hand. I'm trying to... You're saying here, it's a problem that, like, this starting position for the disc is good. This position in the pocket is not good. Where it flipped up. It should just stay down. Yeah, it should just stay down on this. So hand down, or disc down there, and then, boom, disc down here would be good. Just keep it the same. But you kind of know I'm going to tell you more of the same. More of the same on your practice piece. But yeah, it should be here and then here. Instead of down and then up, it needs to be down and then down. So if you're thinking Anheuser, that's fine. And then if you just try to get this thing sliding forward as long as possible on this Anheuser angle, it's going to flip this way eventually when you go to throw. It's just not going to go like that. Your brain knows it wants to throw a disc relatively flat, so it's going to flip it over from there. For most people. You might be a special case. I doubt it. But, gosh, this looks so good. Look at that. Rainbowy foil. Look at how it's going from like this gold melting down into that. Yeah, you could pick yours up at our shop. Link in the description below. Yeah. So you're currently doing step, swing, step, full step. Try to keep your arm back as long as possible. And then swing. The big thing I want you to continue to focus on with that is not just the timing of it, but keeping your chest this way for the most part, not letting your chest go forward here. Because right now you're twisting this back shoulder forward and you're getting in this position right here. Instead of this position here. Where you've got the chest a little bit forward. Just a little bit, right? Not all the way. It's here. Let this thing slide past everything. Yes, Herschel, I'm looking forward to it. If you don't hear from me, well, you will. We'll have the clinics. Just show up day of for whatever clinics. We'll put out a clinic schedule on our Instagram, and you'll see it in Discord too. And we'll put out a clinic schedule on here. Choo. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this Texas trip. I love traveling. And this is by far one of the craziest things I've ever done. It's like JB is flying me out there for this. Getting a rental car, place to stay. It's crazy what he's pouring into this event. Dude, if there's crazy wind, I got the chupacabra just to combat it. I think I'm going to play in the tournament on Sunday. I'm going to be around, so why not play it, right? I mean, let me see. Maybe I could get a little money myself. Doc, you are checking in right now. What is your Discord username? You're checked in. You're on deck. Or not on deck. You're You're here. Here you are. Okay. 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 This looks very like sea bass, loop ghost, acid to me. The resisting of the front leg. Bro, our Discord's going off right now. I've got messages from. Well, I guess they're private messages, so you know. Okay. I'm going to let you continue. Obviously, you're doing some work on this brace. Obviously, you're doing some work on resisting the front leg. All that stuff. I'm going to point out two things. One, you're very upright. You need to be a bit more bent over at the waist. Two, how your hand interacts here. Look how in front of the disc your hand is. See how his hand's on the back of the disc here? So he's got his hand on the disc for as long as possible, back of the disc for as long as possible. Let me show you someone who really accentuates that. So he's not quite as far back on the disc as Drew, but look at how he like really tries to keep that. Check out his hand, like staying there for as long as possible. Now, even to the point where his elbow's like out here. And then it starts opening up. Right, so you're looking for resist the urge. Resist the urge to start opening up these shoulders and have this hand lead this. Try to keep your hand on this kind of back part of the disc. Doesn't need to be all the way back, but try to just keep your hand on the back side of this disc. So you're going here, you're going right, and when you're here, your hand should be on the back of the disc. And try to keep it on the back of the disc for as long as possible. And now you can see it's starting to open up. Here, keep it on the back of this, back of this, back of this, boom. And so this way that you don't have the disc going with this back shoulder here, and you're not just like opening up right away with the back shoulder, which you're doing much less than other people. But try to have the right hand, moving faster than the rest of it, and have the hand, you should have the wrist still like a little bit curled back here. Just be on the back of the disc for as long as possible. And it'll be sliding past your shoulders here. It'll be sliding, almost sliding like across the chest. And then it'll come out. There. And when you do that, you'll get a bit more spin and a bit more of a pivot, or as Chris Taylor would say, a tug. There. Because you can't really get spin or snap if your hand's in front of it here. because it doesn't want to rotate around. But if you have the back of the disc inside towards your body, then when you hit, now this thing's swinging around, and then when your hand hits, it wants to continue swinging around. All right, so a little more bend here. And try to stay kind of curled in as you go. Are you actively moving the disc across the chest, or is it supposed to be just from the brace? This is a good question. So, and I'll explain it briefly here. The brace, everything's moving forward together. The brace stops, and then everything else wants to slide forward, right? So, the easiest way for me to explain this, or for you to feel this, I think, is for you to go across your floor and try to slide. Right? And when you slide, your left foot, your left arm, and if you had your right arm up, it would all want to come forward and collect in. Now, we stay in and tight there, and then you do gas with the hand, like you do use the arm. So it comes in, it starts a bit passive, and then it leaves a bit active. So yeah, two things. Coil, hand more towards the back of the disc for longer. So if you need like a clock face, if like forward to the target is 12, you want your hand probably about here, about 7 or 8. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a lot different. Just hand placement will change so much of the throw. It's crazy. Man, I'm getting hungry. Okay, who else is here that I have their form review? If not, I'm about to start going crazy. What is this one? We only got 13 left. Yeah, in some senses, it's like there is a pool. In some senses, there's not. It's tough. It's like a interesting thing trying to describe this motion. Okay. Well, I'm going to start putting timestamps in. And moving on. Wow. If we were ever going to judge people and say, can this person throw far just by looking at him? This would be the guy you're like, this guy throws far. Look at that. Is that a Calvin Heimberg jersey too? He's set up like a Koksa. Yeah, so this is interesting based off of what we just talked about. Some people pop their hand out like this. They pop it out, boom, and then it like pops back in. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, good. plant. Why is the pivot not happening here off of this front foot? Does a good job of hello? See, yeah, he's standing on top of his front foot here. So let's talk weight shift a little bit here. Similar to what we were just talking about. So you've got to find the point of your weight shift. So first, you're probably just a little early on your pull through. But with the weight shift, so this is actually why I would recommend sliding around your house. It's a good activity because you need to be balanced. We don't want to weight shift like this. This is weight on top. Weight is actually weight shift is a little bit of a misnomer just because like you can weight shift like this or you can weight shift like this. So what we want is actually for our pressure to shift over to the right foot, but for our body to be behind it. We don't want our upper body on top of this leg. We want our upper body behind this leg like you see with Simon. Right? And this allows him to hit and throw from a really well-stopped position. So back to our little like sliding analogy that you'll be seeing in a video soon. We want balance, right? But we also want to be able to, for the front foot to completely stop us. So if you go to slide and you're too over this front foot, now I'm off balance, right? And I'm actually not able to translate the pressure upwards because now I'm toppling over. So by sliding, you can find out how far back your body needs to be, and you can feel the pressure on the front foot when you go to slide. Right, your back foot becomes weightless. And then you throw. And so how far out does this foot need to be? Well, it depends on how fast you're sliding, right? If I'm going slow like this and I'm trying a little slide, that's it. I don't need my foot to be super far out. But you see how far out Simon's foot is. When he goes to plant here. Boop. That's not fair, is it? So you need your foot a little further out so you can stop a little better. And when you stop, you need to let your left side be a little more loose, let it drop forward like this. Let it slide in so you're a little bit tighter on this left side. But again, you've got to stay balanced behind this foot. This is what's called dynamic balance. Shout out Seabass for telling me that so long ago. His carpet is Yoda. Yoda head's doing really well up to frame 3700. I don't know what that means. Don't spoil the latest Mandalorian episode. I didn't watch it last night. Watched The Mentalist instead. Right, this all you need to let slide forward because of the brace, like I just mentioned. And don't be over the top of your front foot so much. You need to be behind your front foot. Boom, boom. Next on the block. Oh, it's another vertical video. Okay, well, this is probably dad doing it for the kid. You see the videos going up and down. Somebody's obviously holding it. Sully. Yeah? You're sending me a really good video. I mean, gosh. Good coil, good walk up. Dude, I hate to do this, but you know what this kid needs? More time. He needs to get bigger. He needs to throw more. I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, probably. This is great. He's got good tilt. He's over the shot. Usually with kids, you see him stand up here and put a little flex on it. He's throwing a nice, clean hyzer flip. Foot hits. Now he's throwing. There's not too much here, really. I worry about messing kids up a little bit, you know, because especially when they look like this. So here's what my advice would be to you. Or I guess I just do this. There we go. This looks good. So when I see kids like this, I want to make sure that they have all the shots. All right, so his backhand's good, developing greatly. Does he have a forehand? Can he throw anhyzers? Can he throw hyzers, flat anhyzers? Can he throw all those from a tilted position, from a bent over position? Does he have a forehand? Don't go crazy on the forehand, but he needs to develop a forehand. He needs to have like work on his approach shots. Just start checking off every single shot, because if he's looking to compete, which most times I see kids and have form reviews and stuff like that, it's because they're trying to be competitive. So it's not like, oh, the kid just does it for fun, which they do it for fun, hopefully. But yeah, make sure he has all the shots and just starts working on them. Forehands, if he doesn't have it, throw it here and there. All the angles on the forehand, all the angles on the backhands, approach shots with overstable stuff, with understable stuff. He should be able to throw all of his discs. You know, if his range right now is 300 feet, then you should set it up at 200 feet, and he should be able to hit his bag or get within circle on every angle, every disc, every angle, every stability. He should be able to get inside circle from 200 feet. And then try 250. So develop shots in shot shapes. And then let this continue to grow, because it's just going to get better as he gets bigger. It'll get longer as he gets bigger, and the more that he has a disc in his hand, the better. So keep getting a disc in his hand. It's funny. It's like my old boss used to say, they just need to get the racket in their hand more. Just need to get the racket in their hand more. All right. Toenail. Morning. You were so close. Your prep looked good. Just from here, once this hits, don't start twisting stuff in. Like, don't start twisting this knee in. Don't start twisting this shoulder in. Don't start twisting the back hip in. Don't start rotating forward or rotating open from here. Start driving forward. So, see how everything here is just swinging forward? Take a look at your back arm. So I'll go through this a couple times. Watch your back arm. Watch it swing forward and just keep going forward there, right? Watch your left knee. Forward, spinning forward, spinning forward, spinning forward, right? Opening up, opening up, opening up. So watch this. See how your hips are more forward? This knee's pointing way more forward. The top of this foot is pointing way more forward. This shoulder's more around. You have less space in your pocket because of it. Your hips are more forward. or more open. Yeah. Check this out. Wait, just watch and see when this back foot starts swinging around. Sliding forward, sliding forward, sliding forward. Here we go. Sliding forward, forward. Has not started swinging around. And now it's changing directions. Right here. Now it starts coming around. Look at how far into the follow through. Simon starts swinging around this left hip. Yours starts coming around, and even with the right hip, super early. It's because you're trying to rotate here. So when you hit here, boom, this hit, don't hit and spin this backside forward. So don't take this back unit like your left side and start going forward like this. Don't start twisting in this back knee like this. Instead, when you hit, this side should be totally weightless, totally sliding forward. And this front leg is resisting kind of that forward slide. So you keep the left side loose. And then when you hit, this resisting, this sliding forward. You see how much Simon slides forward here and how far his foot is still back behind his left foot still back behind his right. He hasn't twisted the hip forward, and now the feet are kind of in line here a little bit. Instead, he's gone completely here where this stays. Sorry, here's my camera line. Boom, boom, boom. Here. And it slides forward like this. And then he opens up. Or he swings the arm forward, I should say. He's not opening up. Here. And then this comes around. It's not here and then twist this side forward. This side slides forward. So if I'm coiled here, my left side's over here, slides forward. And then the throw out happens over here. And then eventually it opens up. Does that make sense? Any cues or setup I can do to try to get there. Just staying side on. Try to keep your hips and your shoulders this way. And have this all slide forward. So if you go with kind of both hands here, might be helpful just to go and slap and let this all kind of run into each other. Compress. There. So, I like one leg drill for this where you're just side on as well. You're just throwing from here. And this left side is just weightless. Just dangling. And this back foot is counterbalancing. So, one leg drill is my favorite for that, personally. You're welcome. Better on the not hyperextending the arm. Back here. Yes. Yeah, you were bent with it for sure. Absolutely. Is the elbow feeling better? Good. Yeah, I mean, the elbow feeling better is the biggest win for me. So many lefties. What in the foundation? Ahoy, Micah. I did yours at timestamp 44 minutes. Unless you're not that Micah. See how you're bent over here? This is what we want. Yes, we got it. Nice tilt. Nice. What? Where'd it go? We stood up. Right, try to stay over this here. And don't turn the head and the shoulder and everything forward early. See how the eyes are already forward? Everything's rotating open towards that. Great for approach shots, bad for drives. Watch the eyes of Simon. See how the head's not leading? He's not like opening up with the head here. The head's very stationary. Arm starts going out. Boom. And the eyes don't go past the hit. You're here. The eyes are moving forward. Eyes off target. Eyes towards target. Arrow out of your face. Chest opening up early. So this is early rotation here. Pocket collapsing. Chest totally forward. Lots of space with Simon. Woo. Short armed here. All right. So head down, bent over as you go through here. Keep your head and your body this way. so the hand can pass unhindered. We're not transporting the disc forward with our back shoulder here. We are letting the right hand pass the shoulders. Your left hand, sorry. We're letting the left hand pass the shoulders. Here, and we're keeping this very calm. Staying over the shot with the head, with the shoulders. And let this go. Don't bring it forward with this back shoulder. If you need to practice, again, one leg drill is great for this. Where you just have you're just on your left. I'll do it as a lefty now. You're just on your left, your right side is up. We're bent forward a little bit. This is counterbalance here. This back leg is this right leg. Just practicing the extension that way. Wow, my left arm is so much slower than my right. Huh. Nico! Nico, look. It's you guys. It is a lefty Form Review day. All right. Where are we at? 112. Oh, we've seen this guy before. Because he was at the same course doing it. It's so cool being next to it. Industrial building. Dude, how about hole 3 at MCO? Wasn't it amazing? I love that they threw that in there. I wish I could remember the TD's name. John Ahoy or something like that. Or the course designer or something. So first thing, more coil here. See how you're still striding and you're not coiling any further for these last few frames? Get that shoulder back so we can see more of your back. See here? We peep Simon's logo on his back. Oh, I lost him. So first thing, during this step here, we spend the whole time coiling. Unless it's like an approach shot or something and you don't need to go that far. You just need like a little coil. We can be a little more loosey-goosey with it. All right. But when you're going for drives, whole time turning that back and we're waiting for this front foot to hit. Then, what we don't want to do here is we don't want to go from here and start leading with the head, pulling, rotating open with the shoulders and just kind of like like trying to get it around that way. Instead, this is way more still. So once we hit here, this right arm is going to slide forward. This right elbow is going to slide forward. Everything's going to go boom, and everything's going to get tight. So we're wide back here, and then everything gets tight in the pocket, and then we extend the arm here. So it's similar to figure skater, where it's like they're wide, and then they pull everything in, and then the difference is we go one arm out because we don't want to open up and slow down everything, right? So we're here, we're wide, this foot hits, everything comes in, and then out with the arm. So it's not, we're out, we start rotating everything forward, and then we throw out. Like during part of the, it's not like, oh, we're here, let's rotate and tighten, and then try to open it. Here, everything slides in nice and tight, tuck everything in, and then throw out. So don't use this head to turn open. Keep the head still, keep the chest still. Coil more here. Once this foot hits, bring everything in tight. Still kind of off target with the chest, and then throw. And then once you start throwing, then you can bring stuff around. Mango Man. Wait a second. You're at the same place as your buddy. Dude, that tight core down, I saw 3 plays that I thought would work immediately off of it. On hole 3. Driver, overstable on an Anheuser approach, which they never have to do. So this is great to watch them have to do that. Low ceiling Tommy, which would have been really cool. You could have taken something, thrown it at that tree on the left side, at the cluster of 3 trees on the left side, let it barrel, and then by the time it gets to the right side, you just have to pick the right stability and pick something that by the time it gets to the right side, it's coming out of it. You can even get a little ground action up into the left. Or at least get down there. And then roller. So, and then I saw Luke Humphreys throw the Tommy, and I was like, yes. I was in live chat the first day at YouTube, and they were like, doesn't look like a Tommy will work. And then second day I see Humphreys. It's like, yes. Validated overhands. I mean, you got to have shots like that. I'm probably going to tell you later to get this elbow up. We're going to see, though. Zoop. Oh, that's funny. I remember your brother earlier now, like where his disc was. Okay. Different problems, which is surprising. Yes, you've got to work on your brace. Oh, you guys can't see anything. Well, clock it a minute and or an hour and 17 minutes, 18 minutes maybe. So you got to work on a brace here. Watch how your front foot is not resisting your body going forward at all. So you're just going to squeak. You're just going to like keep going past it with the upper body. So now you're over top of this front foot. By the time you go to throw, way past it. Oh, what? Was there a back view on your brother's too? I didn't even look. Okay. So you've got to work on your brace so that this brace holds the rest of your body back from passing over top of it until late in the follow through. So your brace should be, your foot needs to be far out in front enough and resisting so that your head and your body's still behind this foot. Sorry, let me get more side onto the camera. Back behind here, stopping your body so you can keep your rotation nice and tight here. And throw out from here, not just blowing past. Right? Not just there. That's a wide and slow rotation. So you've got to work on resisting with this front foot. So this foot needs to be able to push back and keep your body back. My socks are slipping. Socks is not a good way to practice this if they're going to slip, by the way. Needs to be able to keep you back. So kind of similar to, I was doing this earlier, but kind of similar to like sliding. It needs to keep your body from going over. If you end up doing this, you either didn't get your foot out wide enough to resist, or you got your foot out wide enough, but you didn't resist enough this forward movement to keep your body from going past. So the disc golf swing is kind of like if we were coiled and then we slid in through. So you've got to work on this stop, making sure that your weight's fully down on this foot, your pressure's fully down on this foot before you start swinging. Well, the brace is mostly stopping that, so the cues are kind of like what I was just talking about. To where it's kind of like, it's similar to like if you're on a trampoline and somebody gives you a bounce, right? You've got to resist that force that they're giving you for you to take that bounce, right? So it's kind of like that. It's kind of like if you're going to slide, right? You've got to have this resisting that forward move. If you try to brace and you're spinning out, it's because you're not truly coming in sideways. It's because you're coming in twisting, right? You have to come in sideways for this brace to actually stop. You can't come in twisting as you go, right? And if your upper body's twisting, it's going to be the same thing. We're using on form to compare forms here. It's one word. So start sliding around your house. We're at that part of the stream where, for whatever reason, my brain lagged there for a second. Okay, onward. What am I doing? Timestamp. You would need to go into our Patreon, which is the link in the description below, and follow those instructions. Huh. Let's see, maybe the easiest way to work on this. There's a combo of weird arm position and over rotation going on here. Oh, here you are. So if we were in person and I saw this, I'd probably have you just stand still like this, go one leg, and I'd have you do, you've got like, you're mixing up this like hyzer swing here where we can keep the stamp out the whole time, which is fine. And like a modern form where you're here and then you're trying to release kind of flat, but you're over rotating the shoulders a little bit. So what I would do is I just try to keep you side on here. Just have we'd go one leg drill, and I think we would work within that hyzer style, which is down here versus out, more level. Be over the shot a little bit and just try to keep the chest side on from where you're throwing. and let this extension happen here. And curl and just keep the stamp towards me the whole time. I don't want to see your forearm doing a whole bunch of twisting here. Right? And you've also got this left arm that's kind of pulling you open like this. Instead, we're just going to keep this left arm down for now. Just hit. And then just throw like this for a while. This left arm you can even put in your pocket. And spend time on that. And then when you decide to walk up, I would stick with this hyzer style. You need to do the one leg drift for a while though. Here. And so this is kind of like the hand swing forward, back together, boom. And then they come forward together, and this left hand's just going to stay. So let's go forward, backwards. They're both going to go forward together, and you're going to keep the left hand tight and let the right arm go. So it's just swing, swing, swing. Trying to stay here, not swinging open too much. Absolutely. Ain't I a masher? Good name. Bloop. Are you mash? Whoa. Can we get you smaller screen? Possible. We lose you a little bit. Yeah, so left arm sliding in forward, starting this over rotation here. Book, book, book. See where his chest is. At hit over Drew's. Loads of extension here from Drew. His chest is forward. So don't use this left arm to start rotating things forward. The left arm gets tight to the body, and its goal is to stay tight, and it stays here so that we're not moving our back shoulder forward. All right, so for you, you need to learn to stay closed. At the hit, you need to learn to stay side on. So here's where I want the disc to go, roughly. And here's side on from that. So similar to the previous review, but we want to stay shoulders close. I just want you to stay here. I just want to see your extension away from your right pec here out to the hit. So I just want to see this. Can you get the hand moving away from the chest? The hand needs to move faster than everything else. So we don't want it to be brought in and moved by the left shoulder, because then it's just as fast as the left shoulder, which is very, very slow. You can only spin so fast, but we can pump this out very quickly. So first I want to see extension. I want you to check, make sure that you're fully extended with your arm. The arm doesn't need to lock out and be straight. It's healthy if it has a little bit of bend. Right, but we don't want the wrist open. We want to make sure that the grip is closed at this hit. So we would just go here and focus on this hit here. And then eventually, if you want to add a little bit of backswing, you can do that. Left side, very passive. Back foot for counterbalance. And then you can actually throw like that. So I'll grip it like this and I'll show you full drill. Not. Then eventually stand still. And then eventually walk up. Little three-step. Trying to stay closed the whole time. Closed being off target. This would be open. Take me now. Vertical video. Why is it vertical? Okay. Practice swing. See what you're going for. Very same thing. You need to wait to get your weight fully on the right foot, to be fully planted on the right foot before you start moving your right arm, first off. Second off, you can see here what happens when you start rotating. See how he lost all of his space here? Oh, he's throwing a little more right, but I'll show you. So notice, as Drew's arm comes in, his shoulders don't rotate forward. Boom. Check out this extension. It's over this way. Right, he hasn't rotated and pulled the chest to where it's forward at the hit. So yeah, we've got your entire back here. And he's kind of like skewed. Right. Look at the difference between the legs as well. His left foot's way out here because he hasn't opened, like he hasn't swung this hip around, right? Yours swinging around that way. Kind of twists in place. His kicking back to offset where his arm's at. Yours kicking to offset where your arm's at. Because you've opened up. Don't do that. I'll go from back view since that's what we're looking at here. Wait for this front foot to hit, and then when it hits, this slides forward. All of this slides forward. From here, you can track my elbow wanting to slide forward here, not swing around here. It's not swinging this way. It's forward and then extension. This foot forward and a little bit back if we're extending here. Not coming around. Need to be here. People always ask, how do I practice this? I'm showing you how to practice it here. All right. Slowly, methodically. Here. Forward, conceptualizing. Forward, left hand sliding forward, left foot sliding forward, right arm sliding forward. Fully planted first. And then slide. Throw. And again, one leg drill is great for this because you're already planted up. Oh. Hello, Tiffany. Just a reminder. Whew. Oh, I did it right this time. I'm going to be in Snyder, Texas at the Spring Fling. It's going to be a great tournament. It's on April 23rd. On the 22nd, which is the Saturday before the tournament, I'm going to be running free clinics. Look for a schedule and stuff like that here on our YouTube or on our Instagram. This is a no strings attached clinics. He doesn't even care if you show up the next day to the tournament. I would recommend showing up to the tournament because it's going to be a great time. And if you hit ace on hole 4, then you get $1,000, which you better believe I'm going for. And it's just like, it's an unsanctioned event. So the payouts are, it's just cash. Cold, hard cash. So Snyder, Texas is in like West Texas. So, and I'll be there. I'll be there both days. I'm going to be there teaching clinics Saturday, and I'm probably going to play on Sunday. Unless there's something that he would rather me do. But I think he's super chill. He just wants to see this thing grow. Cheers. Okay, where are we at? One. Wow, this looks really clean. You can tell you've put a lot of good work into it, and it's so smooth. Oop. So you are the biggest issue I see is that you're just way too upright. You're just way too tall. We need to get a little bend at the waist here. See how bent over he is? Right. It's like woo. Super upright. You need more bend, and it's going to help with your balance at the end of this too. So you kind of fall off that way. The more bent over you are, the better this left leg can counterbalance, the better you can throw the arm out. So this is real simple, but it's definitely what you need. Bend over at the waist. And stay bent. And when you're bent over like this foot's going to pop out more, which will make it so that you don't swing out at the end like this and have to catch yourself, which is fine for touch shots. But when you're trying to add a little power, you're going to need this bend here. Right, so learning to throw from that bent over position, that tilted position. I mean, it looks super good. I really like it. I really like your form a lot. It's very simple. Throw every shot from a tilted position for a month. Blow your mind. Man, how many people would just take your form right now? Including me. That has to be so satisfying to only have just this tweak. Green beverage. It's actually brown. But yes, the cup is green. There's coffee in here. And someone told me earlier, microplastics. You drink microplastics when you drink coffee from a cup like that.
You only got 3 left?
3 left. Get it going.
What do you want me from, also look at this wallpaper I did.
I saw.
You did? You see this one?
Yeah.
Or modified it?
Yeah, I'm all caught up on general chat. You can see right here.
Oh, I see, bro. You going hard in the paint. What do you want to eat? Chipotle?
That's fine by me, dude.
Chipotle. Gotta get that adobo chicken or whatever it is.
El Pastor.
Al pastor.
Al Pastor.
That's what it is.
Look at this well put together young man.
That's a well put together young man right there.
Getting it in his break.
Issues with Wi-Fi or something? I'm just having issues with that.
Yeah, dude, this left arm's messing you up. Gets you all tight in the pocket like this. It's one person in the world that can get their disc like behind their arm like that.
Paul Macbeth.
It's Paul Macbeth. That's it. Yeah, see here, you're kind of pulling it all forward like that. I knew what I was doing.
My bad.
I was going to switch to that one when I stood up. Here, like this. So the left arm, I'm sliding this over.
Slide it.
You don't want this left arm to come in and tighten everything up like this and get you all claustrophobic. The left arm slides in with the right arm. Now, does it move a little bit before the right arm moves? Certainly, that's more of like a timing piece. But the goal of the left arm is you're here, you're wide, and then you get tight. And when you get tight with both your arms like this, you pick up speed, right? So, like a figure skater, they're out. Oh, here, I can do this. You're out, and then you're in, and you spin faster. And so the goal is out, in, and you just get it tight to the body, not have it drive rotation. So your left arm needs to be passive, needs to do way less. I'm not going to say nothing because it goes from here to here, but if you're loose, it should be passive. It should be here. Sliding in with this leg, sliding in with this arm, sliding in with the right arm. So all that slides in tight and slides in forward. And when it slides in forward, it doesn't open you up like Garrett Girthy. You know, he's way back here. His left arm's not coming all the way around here. His left arm's going whoop, and actually a little bit behind him. Right? Because the goal is for it to slide forward and get tight to the body, not rotate you early. The rotation happens when this left arm comes in and you start throwing here. Now the hip starts rotating a little bit and the shoulders start rotating as you go to throw that right hand out.
Are you good with what you got last time?
Yes. Does it remember?
It does. Remembers mine too.
Perfect. Sandusky yesterday. We played Sandusky.
Yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Fun.
I did not have enough water.
It was hot.
I mean, by the time I got to the back half, I was like, I don't even care. Just give me to Panera for Sip Club right now. I had no... Yeah, I could have put together probably a pretty decent back nine, but I really didn't care.
IDC.
Mikey almost set his record, and then he threw it away.
Wait, how did I do that? Oh, my easy putts. That's
Yeah.
why.
Nobody
I
played
get the
great.
eagle. Yeah, feels bad. Feels bad. Yeah, those are both putting errors, unfortunately.
Throw it away, forget yesterday.
the
We'll
17
make the
was a key error.
great escape.
One
We won't hear a word they say. We don't know us anyway. Watch it burn. Let it die. 'Cause we are finally free tonight.
Tonight.
Dude, another vertical video. They're all coming in vertical.
Hey, they're noobs, bro. We got some new.
No, this guy is not new.
Oh, he's not new. He's still going vertical. Well, hey, maybe his tripod only allows for vertical. You ever thought about that? Yep, that's what it is. He does not have a horizontal option. He is all warped.
Is he warped?
Ooh. Okay.
Any guess? What do you see?
What I see? Okay.
You see what I see.
He's really a super. He's like leaned back and high. On his take back. And then so he goes high and then he brings it down low and then goes out. I don't know, that's one thing I saw. He's very, very out. He's like almost straight out at us.
Yeah.
And his left arm's not actually, I mean, it's just kind of completely neutral and tight the whole time. But,
yeah. So his walk up, like you were saying, is here.
Mm-hmm.
Step, step, step. Here I go.
Oh, he does want to be aggressive.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And then here on the last
time. About it in the most recent video.
Yeah, and he has to keep his arm out here.
Yep.
Because of his step, or else it would totally be behind him.
Yep. Yeah, I knew that. I saw that first thing.
No, but the other point was good too.
Yeah.
So you're cheating your coil because you're going step, step, step towards the camera. This is not a replacement for coil. It gets you a, what did Joel call it? Peeping window? Power window?
Peeping window. That's funny.
Peeping window, hidden Joel. Power window, right? When really, if I'm walking towards you and I just walk towards my line the whole time, I just walk towards you, and then when I turn my back towards you, my hip also, my butt also turns towards you, and when that happens, you've got your little peeping window. Right, but if you end up striding this way here, it doesn't mean that you'll coil. And you're actually stopping yourself from coiling, because if you go here and you do coil, now the disc is going to be behind you. So what you're doing is you're having your disc out here and you're stepping this way, and you can't coil properly because of it. So instead, take this last step and take this last step forward. Simultaneously, you're going to step forward and you're going to turn your back to the target. So forward and back to the target. And this here will give you your stagger. It will also allow you to be balanced while you walk up, which is what Mikey was talking about. Is you are almost leaning back like this. And so now you have to pull down to get kind of a flat hit. You should be able to walk towards your target, be bent over, and balanced in now coil. Are they bringing it here?
Oh, yeah. Bringing it right to us, Josh.
Yes. Last form review. Oh, before we get to this last one, you're like, what? Where's my form review? Maybe you're saying that if you submitted one. make sure you go back and read the directions for the form reviews if you're one of our patrons and you send it in. Most times, it's not an error on our part. Most times. Certainly could be an error on our part sometimes, but more than likely you send it to the wrong email address or you send it with the wrong title or whatever. We get a lot of emails, and so the instructions there. What? Where is mine form review? Well, that's kind of awkward timing. So, this is for you. Check to make sure you send it. Go onto the Form Reviewz information tab. Comb over those instructions and see, did I send it correctly? Oh, well, that was a great time joke then. I'm glad it was a joke.
That's funny. I was like, what are the chances? No shot. I was like, no chance.
Good, I'm glad it was a joke, because it's not going to be a joke for everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, and this time, I just like, ones that went to the wrong email, I just said, hey, resend to the right email, and then I deleted it from the wrong email. So I was kind of cold with it this time. But, we've had the new email set up for, I don't know, the last few months. We've had the instructions there for the last few months. So, you had your chances. I hate to see sleeves on the knees.
Sleeves on the knees.
It's back knee. That is interesting. What are we looking at here? This is another one where there's no overstagger, right? There's no reason for the step to come out this way. Okay, let me be a little more fair. Oh, come on, man. This way. When the rest of the walk-up was this way. Now let's see what the rest of this brings. Okay. Yeah, just don't throw from your right pec as well. So work on not staggering. I'm not going to belabor that point. You can watch the last form review there, and that's going to allow me a little more time to mention this next point for you, which I'll spend doing now.
Bellabur.
Cool. So work on the stagger. Watch the previous guy. Lefty. I am a lefty. Coil. Okay, so from here, don't get here and have it bounce just off of this like right pec and straight out. You need to have it go, if it comes in here, you need to have it stay inside, like tight to your body for as long as possible. So this elbow is going to track forward for as long as possible. It's going to keep you tighter a little bit longer, and it's going to keep your hand kind of on the outside of the disc for a bit longer, which will give you some nice spin. I'm just realizing something about my own game. Here. And let this arm slide forward. for a touch longer. Helps keep your body tight. Helps give you a little more spin with this. There. Yes, early rotating is correct. Early/over rotating. Which just so happens to be like one of the two biggest problems from my research. Which is mediocrely thorough. So yeah. All right. Hey, if you were one of the people that I deleted and I saw some of them get into here. I saw others that didn't get into here. Send it again with the correct instructions for the second stream of the month, which is happening on the 29th. Woo, I got a busy schedule. Flash it real quick. Whoa, all that stuff. That's good because it didn't focus in time. So you can see like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff there, but you can't see what it was. Okay, man, I hope to see some of you guys in Texas. I know I'm going to be seeing at least one of you that was in the chat. This last person. Who did I do last? I forgot to put him in the chat. They'll message me.
He's just gone.
He's just gone.
Well, I actually know who the... Oh, no, I don't. I thought it was going to be the same as the email.
So, here, I'm going to be in Snyder, Texas.
Zach Schneider, Texas.
It's West Texas. It's like West Central Texas. Here for this tournament. The tournament is on the 23rd. It's bring $25 day of, show up, play, lots of money, prizes, giveaways, stuff. It's unsanctioned. It's going to be a blast. Now, on the 22nd, I'm going to be teaching clinics that are available to anybody, not just participants of the tournament. Absolutely, anybody can show up. There's no strings attached. I was telling Jeff, the TD, I was like, do you want it so that they sign up for the tournament and then they can sign up for clinics? He's like, no. I just want him to show up. Seems like the best way to grow the sport is free clinics, and so he's paying to get me out there. And just going to tell you right now, flying me from Virginia to Texas is not cheap. So this guy, I mean, look at all the prizes. $1,000 if you ace hole 4. It's not a mystery. He told me that. So I'm passing that info on to you guys. I'm running it. I don't even know what it looks like. So it's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to the trip. I'm going by myself. So it's going to be sick. Okay, how do we get you down to NOLA? Message me. So there's like...
Pay for travel expenses.
Yep. Travel expenses is a big one. And all the way down in NOLA, it's going to be rental car and stuff like that. What? Which volcano? And time and space vintage, I do not still coach tennis. Would be fun, but I'm sure my feeding is awful.
It'd be fine.
That's the thing, like, man, that was always the worst part of my coaching was my feeding.
Really?
It got better. I worked hard at it, but dude, sometimes like...
Oh, wasn't that the part of the test that you had a hard time with?
No, I did fine during the test.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, sometimes I just lose the feel of it.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do it, and so it'd be like during a cardio clinic, the first like couple people be like real cardio clinic. And I'm like, I'm sorry, let me just. I remember one time I was in a clinic and I was like, give me just a second. I just like fired 3 off into the back wall to get it back, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then because you need it for the drop shot drill, and it's anyways.
Dude, I think I for sure will have wrist problems for the rest of my life because of cardio. Cardio tennis, 100%.
Will you be recording the clinics? Probably not, because it's just me. I'm gonna try to vlog. Probably. Yeah, if the vlog camera comes in. Even if the vlog camera doesn't come in. Are you going to the European Open? I don't think so. When is that? What are the dates on the European Open? Because if it lines up close to the Turkey trip, I just swing over.
You just swing right over.
I mean, once you're in Europe, it's like real cheap to get from one place to the next.
Mm-hmm.
So. Boom! I've been playing these quick games. 20th of July. Oh, it's after. It's a little bit after my Turkey trip because I'm probably gonna be in Turkey and then Georgia until mid July. So it's more possible. Come on, just push the pawn already. Thank you. You want to slide that other pawn up? You want to keep going with your A pawn? No, I won't be doing disc golf in Turkey. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it. Look at this. Look at this. What are you going to do? You got to push your F pawn? He spent way too long. What? Thank you. Alright. Can't just stop with a win, right? You gotta find a loss. Guess I'll use this opening again.
How are you guys enjoying the new Disc Golf Valley multiplayer update?
Did they have disc golf in Turkey? I don't know. Well, I am only playing a 540. My like rapid rating's trash, so I'm gonna have to get my king out of here though. Ooh. Okay.
Hey, I recognize this guy. Cornholio. He played with us back when we did the stream. He's number 5 in the world. Reese, number 1.
Should we just start pushing this pawn? Should we look a gift horse in the mouth here? Oh, it's my turn. Whoa, he's just like... All right. He just doesn't care. Okay. Am I good enough for this? Probably not. I don't want to trade that piece of garbage for. Do this. Free bishop. Free knight. Missed mate. It's nothing new for me. Oh, I didn't realize he went. Sorry. Where did I miss it? When I gave the knight check. Oh, so here? I gave the knight check. Are you saying I missed a mate? Like here? Or are you saying I could have went...
Oh, cash. Took a stroke
Oh, on that same one? I could have used the queen to check. Blah, 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 blah. Book moves. To centralize my knight. Wanted me to go there. Okay. I know I'm losing material, but I'm an amateur. Okay, so here. So I could have moved the queen here. This is the way to win a queen. There was only one good move, and you found it after some help. So we're saying here, right? And then from here, he's got to move his king. What? He can't move there, so he's either got to move... Oh. Well. Oops, I gave up a pawn. Oops. Okay, well, anyways. Can I just... Okay, so here... Yeah. wasn't made. They're going to go there. I'm going to take... Oh. Wait, why couldn't he just take my knight with this queen? Oh, because he pins his own queen. Well, that's fun. That would have been great. My way worked too. But good thing we're just a couple of 500s. Okay, last one, then I'm gone. Let's see. Can I go 3 for 3? I've been going crazy with this opening recently. It's just fun. Yep. Oh, what you know? He's gonna take my bishop. He lets me escape? Don't I just go like that? Are we 500s or what?
What's up, everybody? It's Robbie C here. Welcome back.
See, this is what I'm saying. It's just like fun positions. Also, it helps if they blunder. Form Reviewz are over. Yep. Sorry if you're joining now. I just decided to do this because I'm allowed. Let's see if he just wants to start trading off material. He does not, for good reason. Just kick out a knight and give away a knight. Nope, not giving away. I don't understand what this guy's doing. I don't think he does either. Free queen. Oh man, he got my rook. Okay. Time to start pushing. I should get my bishop out of here though. At some point, you know. I mean, he's 473. Even if it's rapid, it's like what? I don't know, maybe an 800 player at most. If you give him all the time in the world. Do we just munch everything? Or we find a better way? Done. All right, guys. Well, it's fun beating up on some 500 rated chess players in Rapid. How did I get there? I played a bunch of 1 minute Rapids or bullets. Sorry, 1 minute bullets and timed out.
I'm rated 0.
Peace. No, you start off at like 800.
Heck yeah.
And you just go down from there.
I'm a better chess player than you. Once I start an account.
Yeah. All right. Farewell. We're going to eat and play Brawl Stars.
Yeah.
See you in Texas.
Yeah.
Tag your Texas friends. Your Texans.